Hello, this is Blackley1, and welcome to my second part in my tutorial series on how to create Minecraft-looking blocks in Blender. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about how to create a grass block. And the grass block is actually an interesting block. It has a texture on the top that can change depending on the region you're in. It also can change for the seasons. The sides are the normal grass texture that we've seen in our default texture that we extracted from the dot jar in the last tutorial. And the bottom is just a normal dirt block. So the first thing that we're going to need is the color that is used for the different regions or the different times, as I want you to be able to create a autumn looking scene or a winter looking scene all the same. So I'm going to need to go to app data and go into your .minecraft, your bin. If you deleted the Minecraft folder, you're going to have to extract the minecraft.jar again. Or if Notch has updated Minecraft, you're probably going to want to use the newest version, as changes may have occurred. Go into the miscellaneous folder, and there should be grasscolor.png. I'm going to copy that into our working directory just to keep things organized. Blender Minecraft.textures, and paste it in there. I'm going to open this with GIMP. These are all the shades that the top tile can be. As I was describing earlier, we have the summer, the winter, and the later tones. I personally like the colors up in this band right here. So I'm just going to select the eyedropper tool, click over here, and we now have our RGB and HTML notification. So go back to Blend, and we're going to have a default scene here I created using the steps that went through in the last tutorial. We're just going to take this block here, and we're going to turn it into our grass block. So select the top face, go over to the UV face select, and we're going to move that top piece onto the top left most texture. This is the base texture kind of noise that is created for the grass. This is going to be multiplied by that color that we selected in GIMP. But we'll deal with that later here in a second. Select the four sides of the tree, and we're going to move those onto our grass. Note that the UV faces might be upside down, so just select that UV face, make sure all of them are selected, and rotate. And they're all aligned properly now. Go to the bottom face and push that onto a dirt tile. So I have most of the makings of a grass block. What I'm going to do now is select the top of this block. I'm going to hit P and separate by selection. Go back into object mode, right click the top of the block, go back into edit mode. Go back over to the material, and we're going to make this a single user. I'm going to rename it Minecraft Object Grass. Go over to the texture tab. I'm going to add a new texture. Texture is going to be a blend. Although we're actually not using a blend here, we're going to create this a solid color, so check the ramp and delete one of the nodes. Select the color, go back to GIMP, and we're going to select the HTML, go back over to the colors, select hex, and paste the color that you selected in. If we render right now, all we're going to get is this color, because Blender is going to mix this with this color, and it's not gonna look too good. Minecraft actually uses multiplication here, so go down to the blend mode in the influence and select multiply. So when we render this block, we're going to have the grass looking texture along with our color mixed together and the rest of the Minecraft looking blocks. The only current problem is we currently have two objects here. We have the top and the bottom. So go into object mode, select the top block and the bottom of the block, and hit Control-J. It'll join the blocks together. Now they're the exact same mesh, although the materials have been separated through vertex groups. So we have the base color, which is shared with all of the other objects in the scene, and we have the top of the grass, which is only shared in the grass. So I'm going to move this block around and create a simple little scene here using the grass. In the next tutorial, we're going to cover how to create a torch. Torch is actually probably one of the more fundamental things that identifies Minecraft, and since the last tutorial basically taught you most everything that needs to be done to create a cave-looking scene, you should probably get started with a torch here soon. So I feel we have enough grass here for right now. I'm going to select a few of these because rarely do you find a completely flat place in Minecraft. Create an interesting side of terrain here. Go back to my camera and hit Shift F to make it fly around like this, and then left click to accept, right click to cancel. G is just grabbing my camera and moving it around. Also, I should note, I have changed the ambient occlusion from actual ray trace to approximation. I did this because ray tracing was taking far too long when rendering animations. So I checked the ambient occlusion with a factor of 1.5 with multiply, environmental lighting with energy of 0.1 white, approximate 0 passes under sampling, an error of 0.15, a pixel cache of 0.5, and the most important detail here is the fall off. The strength of that was set to 0.5. If it was left off, the room area here would be completely black, and that is not the desired look. We just wanted the edges to have a little ambient occlusion gathering. So if we render our scene now, we have the ambient occlusions that we were talking about and a nice looking grass scene. As I said earlier, we're going to do torches in the next tutorial. It's probably going to be a little longer and cover a few more complex things in Blender. And if you want that tutorial or you'd like to request a tutorial, please comment, like, and favorite this video. And like always, please subscribe.